Hello and welcome, students of Europe Hotel School. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most critical and intense phases in a hotel's life, the pre-opening. This is that magical moment when a building stops being just a structure and really starts to develop its soul.
You know, every new hotel starts out as a promise. It's just silent, concrete, and steel. But it holds the potential to become a vibrant hub of service and unforgettable experiences. The pre-opening phase, well, that's the powerful, often invisible process where that incredible transformation is really masterminded. So, let's explore how it all begins.
Okay, so imagine this. The last of the construction dust is settling. As the physical work wraps up, the entire focus of the project makes a huge pivot. It shifts away from the hard hats and blueprints of the construction site and moves into a temporary but absolutely vital pre-opening office. This becomes the project's new command center.
We often call this space the war room, and honestly, it's for good reason. It is a high-stakes, high-intensity environment. Think of it as mission control, where every decision, every hire, and every single plan is strategized with almost military precision to make sure that launch is a massive success.
So what's the very first order of business in this new war room? Well, it all starts with people. The first, and I mean the most critical task, is hiring the core leadership team that will build this hotel from the ground up. We're talking about the executive committee.
The Executive Committee, or ExCom as you'll hear it called, is so much more than just a group of department heads. You need to think of them as the true architects of the hotel's future. They are literally laying the foundation not just for how the hotel will run, but for its personality, its identity, its entire culture.
And this core team usually includes these key strategic roles. You've got the general manager, of course, the directors of sales and marketing, finance and human resources, and you absolutely need the chief engineer. And there's a very good reason they're brought on board so early. Their task is just immense. Each one of them has to build their department's entire strategy, hire their own teams, and get critical systems in place long before the first guest even thinks about booking a room.
So, let's step back inside that high-intensity pre-opening office. The main job of the ExCom day in and day out is to meticulously manage what we call the master countdown to opening day.
Every single day, this team gets together to review the critical path to opening. Their focus is relentless, and it's on three key areas. First, how is recruitment going? Are we finding the right people? Second, what's the status of all our IT systems? Are they being installed on schedule? And third, what are the latest updates from the construction site? In this environment, absolutely nothing can be left to chance.
But here's the thing. Managing logistics, as crucial as it is only half the battle. Something far more profound, far more important, is being forged within the walls of that war room. We're talking about the hotel's culture, its very soul. And this isn't built with spreadsheets. It's built on one crucial element: team synergy.
And this brings us to a core principle, something we really drive home at the Europe Hotel School. The long-term health and success of a hotel is determined more by the synergy of this initial leadership team than by almost anything else. It is the absolute foundation for everything that will follow.
And the consequences of getting this wrong? They're huge. If this core team doesn't truly connect, if they don't align on the vision in that war room, that friction doesn't just stay behind closed doors. It's like a crack in the foundation. It inevitably trickles down through the entire organization, to the frontline staff, and yes, eventually the guests feel it.
So this really gets to the heart of what the pre-opening phase is all about. It is the essential bridge that connects the static construction blueprint to the operational buzz of a living, breathing hotel.
This is the moment of translation. Think about it. A big international brand has its standards, its promise to the guest. But it's right here, in this pre-opening office, that those standards get adapted and brought to life in a way that actually works for the local market and for the new team you're building. Let's look at a couple of examples.
While the building might still be a hard hat zone, the business is already taking shape. You've got the sales team on the phone, making those first cold calls, securing future corporate clients. At the same time, the marketing team is deep in the trenches, crafting the launch strategy that's going to create that all-important buzz when the doors finally open.
And at the very same time, the human foundation is being laid. The HR team is meticulously designing orientation programs that are going to welcome and train hundreds of new employees, making sure every single one is ready and inspired from day one.
So you see how it all connects? The pre-opening phase is that transformative bridge. It takes the silent potential of a building and breathes life into it.
infusing it with the people, the systems, and the culture it needs to become a vibrant, bustling environment of exceptional service. So as we finish up, I want to leave you with a question to carry with you into your careers. As a future leader, when you find yourself standing in that pre-opening war room, what will be the very first, most important brick that you choose to lay in the foundation of your hotel's culture? Think about it. Thanks for your attention.